Radio Yellow Leather. What's good, y'all? Elite Live Streams. It's your boy Brandon B. We back, man. We live right now. What's good, y'all? How's everybody doing out there, man? I had to hop on live for this one because this one is just I love stories like this, you know. Your boy Nick Fuentes is crashing out, man. He's out here, bro, on a war path against MAGA. All right, he's exposing everyone. He's got receipts. He's saying names. He's calling out organizations. He's saying that people are getting paid. He's letting it be known that he ain't going for it no more. And he wants smoke with everybody. He said y'all couldn't kill him. He said he's still here. All right. This is the racist Nick Fuentes. Okay. The open racist. All right. And I felt like this was a great metaphor, right? To kind of go over some literature and talk about just how serious this life is, and just how we see just things play out every day in the media and in the government through lots of corruption and conspiracy. We're all trying to figure out what's going on, right? The pricing is changing. Everyone's saying that the US is becoming a third world country. There's so much going on right now, and people are down to expose it. There's a lot of truth coming out, and I'm here for it because, here in Elite Media, we going to bring you the truth. But what we're also going to do is we're going to bring you thought-provoking content, right? So you can think and take with it however you may. You know what I'm saying? Whatever your inspirations may be, whatever your persuasion, that's what we're here for. And I felt like listening to Nick Fuentes and the way that he was expressing himself and how he was exposing all these people who he used to be in bed with and working with, it just made me think of the book, The Art of War, man. And that's what it is right now. We are in a war. Maybe it's not, physical, but the psychological, spiritual war that we are under right now cannot be understated. And I really feel it. And I'm trying to make sure that I'm being delicate with how I, present this, right? But I felt like a lot of what he was saying and just kind of the direction that he was going in, it really did speak to that book. So I got my book right over here for y'all. You feel me? And today, what we're going to do, we're going to look at what Mr. Nick Fuentes had to say. And we're going to do excerpts right from this book right here, because a lot of people don't freaking read these days. And I got a problem with that. So we're going to be able to take from, certain things that he's saying. I'm going to apply it to things that I see. I'm going to bring it all together so we all can just kind of look at it from an outside perspective and just enjoy the wisdom that Sun Tzu gave to us on a silver platter as men and as people who are chasing, the exposure of the truth and shaming the devil. You feel me? That's what we doing. All right. So let me start with the racist Nick Fuentes and what he had to say. Okay. I saw this video on my sister Tabitha Speaks channel. Shout out to her. She's a great content creator. Very, very knowledgeable, very, very real. And I love her style. She's very funny, but cool. You know what I'm saying? She brings a lot to the table when it comes to this kind of media space. And so she was kind of going through her, research, and she found, this video with Nick Fuentes, and she brought it to the forefront. And now I'm going to go ahead and bring it to the forefront as well. And we're going to talk about it. So without further ado,
scrolling. Let me just show you.
Peter Thiel, the FBI informant and CIA contractor, Elon Musk, the defense contractor and PayPal mafia member with Peter Thiel, close confidant of David Sachs, and JD Vance, who brokered the David Sachs fundraiser with Silicon Valley and Trump, mentored by Peter Thiel, mentored by David Frum, who worked for Bill Kristol with Tucker Carlson. Thiel, Musk, and Tucker lobbied Trump to pick Vance, and they said, if you don't, the CIA will kill you.
Listen, man. All right. This is your boy. Nick Fuentes right here. Okay. He's turned up about this. He's exposing it. Right. And so I want to make this clear that through any of these factions, right? Any of these organizations within the government, it's very true to make sure that you pay attention to what you see, right? And not what you hear, right? What you see with your own eyes and just how things work, right? So there's a very, very real proverb that says absolute power corrupts absolutely, right? Absolute power corrupts absolutely. Okay. Meaning that anyone with ultimate power, anyone who's got, the top of the top, will use that influence for corruption. And we talk about this all the time. We talk about third world countries and how corrupt their government is and all this stuff, with an acute non-understanding that this is happening right here in our own government, in our own spaces, right? This is happening right here in the government right now today. Nick Fuentes is exposing it, and it's quite hilarious because, he's turned up about it.
Who's the CIA? Who does the CIA, NSA, FBI, DHS, who do they all contract with? Palantir, founded by Peter Thiel and Alex Karp and Joe Lonsdale, Israel First Jews that after October 7th flew their board to Israel and provided them with facial recognition technology to murder Palestinians.
All right, y'all, this is where he's going with this, okay? This gets deep, right? And so this was like when I was started to hit me. I'm like, oh, wow, like this is kind of crazy because like what you see is there is an acute understanding of ignorance that comes out of Nick Fuentes, right? But there's also an acute misunderstanding that he thought, right, that whiteness just means that. Not understanding that there's layers to this, right? So that's where I go back, right, to The Art of War, right? The Art of War, right? I got the perfect quote for this, right? If ignorant both of your enemy and yourself, you are certain to be in peril. Again, let me read this again to you. If ignorant of both your enemy and yourself, you are certain to be in peril, right? That is directly from The Art of War, right? This book right here, right? So, Nick Fuentes being ignorant, right, of his own enemy, thinking that just because he's white, just because he's at, a certain status, just because he's around certain people, that means that they're all on the same page and they're all going to do what he wants to. Bro, you are not on their level. To them, you are at the lowest level of understanding. You are a racist. They cannot be out here standing next to a racist when they have bigger fish to fry, my boy. And now you're salty. Now you feel some type of way because you didn't get your little pat on the head, right? Like I said, like the book says, if ignorant both of your enemy and of yourself, you are certain to be in peril. Guess where he is now? On exile. Nobody talks to Nick Fuentes. He got kicked out of every single circle. All these MAGA circles, they don't want to be around him. He talks too much. He brings too much attention to their objectives, and they're tired of him. And guess what happened? He thought that he was good. He thought this is what they wanted. He thought he was going to get a pat on the head, and they said, nope, you're out of the crew. So now what is he doing? He's crashing out. And this is what happens. The enemy will crash out. And I think everyone needs to pay attention to this. This is exactly what the enemy will do. As soon as you think that you can trust them, as soon as you think that everything's good, as soon as you think they'll give you a pat on the head, they go turn on you as soon as they need you. As soon as they're done with you, as soon as they have no use for you, it's over. Get out of here. And now you got people crashing out, right? And guess what? You know what they're going to do to him? They're going to say he's lying, right? They're going to say, oh, he's crazy. Nick Fuentes is crazy. No, he's telling the truth. It's just now he has nothing to lose anymore. It's over for him. He's out. You're not in the circle anymore. And so now he's crashing out. Now he wants to tell the truth. Now he wants the people to hear him. Yeah, right. Let's continue.
J.D. Vance, who upon becoming the VP nominee in his first interview said, we're going to bomb Iran, who went to the Quincy Institute and said, we need a pro-Israel spin on America first.
Listen, man, this is where it goes deep, okay? You have to understand that in The Art of War, like I said, this book is speaking directly to this scenario here, because at the end of the day, a lot of this stuff is much deeper than just people being, oh, this person works for this person's in the media. Da, da, da. No, this is about, like I said at the beginning, absolute power corrupts absolutely. Okay? Absolute power corrupts absolutely. Meaning, if everyone is on one accord, we have the power. We can control whatever we want. Money, power, respect. Money, power, respect. That's what they after, okay? And guess what? Nick Fuentes, he wanted a piece, but they kicked him out of the circle. And that's what happens. If you do not play the game, if you're too radical, you cannot be around, bro. And so now that he has no incentive, no backing, sure, yeah, he's going to expose everything. And you know what? That's what you have to pay attention to. Pay attention to your enemies as they fight amongst themselves. Take notes. Okay? Because as soon as you think that you would have any type of leverage, anything, they will do the same to you. So do not play these games thinking, oh, yeah, we're just going to, no. That's why I brought up the book, The Art of War. Because this is what this is, okay? Again, another excerpt from The Art of War. Let your plans be dark and you're impenetrable as night. When you move, fall like a thunderbolt, all right? You have to move in silence and then attack. You feel me? So he continues, right?
Tucker, who interviewed Vance 46 times on his show, Vance hired his son. Vance's Rockbridge network was the spawning point of 1789 Capital, founded by Rebecca Mercer and Claire Monster Chris Buskirk, which gave Tucker $15 million. Rebecca Mercer funded Steve Bannon at Breitbart that spawned Milo Yiannopoulos' career.
Listen, man, these are dots that he is connecting, right? Real, tangible facts, all right? Regardless of who it's coming from. He is a racist. He's upset. He's left out of the club, right? He's outside of the club. He can't get in anymore, right? It's over for him. So what is he going to do? He ain't got nothing to lose. Now he's going to expose it, right? He sees all these other people getting paid behind the scenes. He's seeing other, factions of people's platforms, people getting money to be able to be, these corporate shills where they don't have any opinion about anything. They just shut up and talk about the content, right? Don't stand on no business. And he see that going on. He said he ain't getting a piece. Oh, nah, we about to end all this. And I love this because this is, like I said, you pay attention to when the enemy is making mistakes. You don't get in the way of that. You let them fight amongst themselves and you pay attention. All right. You take notes. This is what this is for. This is a digital notation. All right. Of what is happening behind the scenes that we know as a collective. We can see it right now directly. What is happening? He is exposing it. A racist. Okay. This is a straight up racist, a self-admitted racist. Okay. White supremacist, all right? So he has no type of foot in the game to be able to protect anyone anymore, especially when he's on the outside of the club now.
And Rebecca Mercer hand-selected George Farmer, Candace Owens' husband, to run Parler in 2021.
There you go. Candace Owens, right? Candace Owens. Young Candace, what you been doing, young Candace? Yes, that's right. She is in on this as well, getting paid, all right, making money. And that's why she's getting sued right now by the French president, okay? The president of France is suing her for slander, all right? This is what's happening because she was pushing propaganda for the right wing on the payroll, all right? On the payroll, fam. That's why I be trying to tell y'all, these content creators, these people who y'all think, is keeping it real with y'all. Oh, they're telling the truth. No, they're getting paid to tell you whatever they're getting paid to tell you. All right? Pushing agendas that they got to push. Candace Owens is an agent of chaos and is on the payroll. That's what he just said. All right? She's on the payroll.
This is why they want me dead.
Okay?
Who's the Fed? Who's the Fed here? Because I brought all the receipts.
All right, this is facts. He has nothing to hide anymore, y'all. He is out there on an island by himself. Nick Fuentes, the open racist, on an island by himself now, right? So he cannot hold anything back anymore. He sees what's happening. Everyone's getting paid. People are doing stuff over here. People are doing stuff over there. He's not in on it. He's upset. He's trying to shut it all down now. Everybody got to lose it, right? And it's crazy because this is what happens, right? So, like I just mentioned, from the art of war, right? From the art of war, okay? Opportunities multiply as they are seized. Okay, opportunities multiply as they are seized, meaning if I'm on the attack, more opportunities will come. People will talk about this, I'm sure. I mean, I'm going to talk about this because I think this is significant, right? Nick Fuentes, who is an insider of the right wing, right? Pro MAGA, pro racist guy, is exposing, right, the inner circle, okay, of all these people who are intricately connected. Media people, political people, business owners, billionaires. He's exposing them. And he's saying, come and get me, yo. He's not afraid. And this is why I be trying to tell y'all to pay attention, because when the enemy makes mistakes, you don't get in the way. You pay attention, you take notes, and you watch. Because I guarantee you, if you ever try to trust these people, they would do the same to you. Shout out to Tabitha, man.
Now, I know a lot of y'all might be thinking conspiracy theory, he crazy, he talking out of the left side of his mouth. But if you have been involved in politics, the behind the scenes, been out here in these streets watching the goings on since 2016.
Facts. If you wasn't out here, you feel me, Trayvon Martin, all that stuff was going on, bro. I was in the streets, family, out here protesting, talking to people. You feel me? Helping my dad. You know what I'm saying? With the food bank right here in Long Beach. That was me. I was out here. So when I see this type of stuff, it makes sense. It makes sense to me if you was out here, if you was paying attention to the political landscape, right? The changing of the guard, the overt racist, okay? When you have militias, white militias correlating, KKK militias coming out of nowhere, bullying black people, putting KKK, flyers out in the community. That's happening right now in America. And y'all gonna act like this is a game, like this stuff is a game, like it don't go all the way to the top. Like I said, absolute power corrupts absolutely, man. Y'all think it's a game. Y'all think that corruption only happened in third world countries. Well, guess what? The U.S. is turning into one. If y'all don't pay attention, all right? I've traveled the world, bro. I've seen shit. And guess what? When I look at them grocery prices here in America, it's the same thing if you go to South America, family. You look at that little, it says some bananas right there. Oh, shoot, that's 30,000 pesos. 30,000 pesos? Yeah, the same shit here. You go to look at the eggs. You like, how much is the eggs? $9? Come on, man. Pay attention. Y'all need to wake up, bro. This shit happening right now, bro. It's not just what you think. Oh, yeah, we're just going to be whatever. It's all good. No, it's not, dude. Y'all can think whatever you want. The infrastructure, you feel me? The car market, all this shit is cooked. All this shit. And y'all just think it's cool, but no. It's set up. It's a setup. They got everything going, and they are trying to continue to push their narrative. Okay? Like I said, the aggression, right? Opportunities multiply as they are seized. All right? Y'all don't remember what happened during the pandemic? Y'all don't understand how many people made money during the pandemic? How many people was getting paid? Come on, man. Opportunities multiply as they are seized. Okay. Art of War, man. Y'all need to read. Go read a book. Go touch some grass. Come back so you could talk to Uncle B about what's going on in the world so y'all can understand what's happening here. So she continues.
Like I have, All of that makes sense. Nick Fuentes, in that one video, just connected a whole lot of dots, connected relationships. There's more.
All these people that have been taking checks from Fox News, Turning Point USA, Dennis Prager, they're just not ready for this. They're not ready that we're in the Groyper generation. Because all this time, these past 8 years, what do you think I've been doing? Your attacks, your slander, your persecution, I have only been growing stronger. Don't you get it? I have only been gathering strength.
Understand, man. That's we'll go back, right? We will go back. Appear weak when you are strong, and strong when you are weak. Okay. So listen, I don't know if Nick Fuentes is taking that approach here. I don't know what's behind him. I have no idea. But what I do know is the principles of the art of war, right? And one of those principles is appear weak when you are strong, and strong when you are weak. Okay. So he's saying he's been collecting information over time, bro. Let's rewind that just so you guys can hear that again.
Don't you get it? I have only been gathering strength.
Okay? Listen to
8
him.
years. Lied about, censored, attacked, persecuted.
Listen to
Well,
him.
you were at parties getting millions of dollars for doing bullshit.
I told you guys that is a part of this. Nick Fuentes is outside of the circle. He sees people getting money. He sees people getting paid over here, getting jobs over here, getting their friends' jobs over there, their cousins. Everyone's eating right now, and he ain't getting no peace. So he's upset. He's jealous. He's salty, and he want to break it all down. He want everybody to pay now on a war path. Like I said, look at him on a war path. And I'm here for it. Like I said, I want to see it. I want to see more people get exposed. Expose them all. All right. We want the Epstein files. Where are the files? All right. Expose them all of them.
Your show is ass, and you're full of shit, and you're retarded. And that is why I'm not just coming for Rumble. I'm not just coming for Twitter. I'm coming for all of it. I'm coming for all of it. You thought you'd bring me on the show and press me about Dave Smith? You don't know who the fuck you're dealing with.
Listen, man, this guy, like I said, he is on a war path. He is ready to expose them all, and I'm here for it. I cannot wait for more of, these people who are on the outside looking in there. Like I said, they're starting to see the ramifications of this president, what he's doing to our country, what's happening across the nation, and it's gonna get worse, y'all. So make sure you're prepared. Make sure you're saving. Make sure you're on top of your game. Make sure you're dieting correctly, because I'm telling you, there's gonna be some times where you're gonna have to know when and where to eat, when and how to fast, because we're gonna get to a point where things are gonna get weird. So make sure, you feel me, because there is gonna be some ramifications from all of this. And Nick Fuentes, he is with all the smoke. He's ready to expose all these people, and he's a straight up racist, and he's willing to expose himself. And that's the point. You guys have to understand the principles, right? The principles, right? He who is prudent and lies in wait for an enemy who is not will be victorious. Okay? Nick Fuentes, he has a certain type of drive right now to expose these people, because like I said, he's seeing millions of dollars going hand to hand, billions of dollars being made, and he's not getting a cent of it. He's not getting no views. He's not getting no show opportunities. Okay? And guess what? Now he has to take on principles on a war path. And that's why I said the principles, the art of war, the principles in this book, he is literally using them. I don't know if he's read it, whatever, but that is what is happening right now. All right. He who is prudent and lies in wait for an enemy who is not will be victorious. All right. No one expected Nick Fuentes, the racist, to go against his own. But guess what? Sometimes you push people a little bit too far and they're willing to do whatever. He out here doing whatever. Look at this. Who would have knew? And that's what I'm saying, you guys. Pay attention. Pay attention to when the enemy is fighting amongst himself. Don't take that for granted. Pay attention to this and come back, watch this video, watch Tabitha Speaks video. All right. Take notes and pay attention to how they moving right now. Cause I'm telling you, it's a lot of turmoil, it's a lot of BS going on behind the scenes, man.
You let in a fucking dragon, bitch. Imagine shooting a man with this last bullet, which actually happened to me. They came to my house. They tried to kill me. I'm still here. I'm still at this house. You know where to find me.
Listen, man, that sound like a man who on a mission. That sound like a man who on smoke. Okay, that sound like a man who willing to do whatever he got to do to get the job done. All right, and guess what? That's what's gonna happen. Okay, whoever gets exposed, good, because this is America, and we don't stand for corruption in America. Whether you're a racist or not, I don't care. Corruption in America is illegal, and I do not stand for that. And I'm willing to fight for that freedom, phone. I'm willing to fight for it, man. I don't know about y'all, but I'm willing to fight for that. We are freedom. We are Americans. We're not supposed to be here letting our politicians do whatever, letting billionaires run our country, letting us tell us how much this costs, how much we're supposed to work, when we're supposed to have a great, quality of life. We supposed to be telling them what's going on, not the other way around. They don't tell us what to do. We tell them. You know what I'm saying? Land of the free, home of the brave, okay? Not no scary, I'm just going to do whatever I got to do to get by. No, we are Americans, man. We got to stand on business every single time. All right. And that's what's happening behind the scenes. All these people, these media companies, these politicians, rich billionaires, celebrities are all working together against us, the common man, who got to work every day, who got to work hard, who got to put it on the line, go to school, educate himself, make a business, go out there and try to start a business. Got to have good credit to get a loan. Then go get a loan. The loan got to get paid with interest on it. All right. This is what we deal with. We got to pay taxes, all this stuff for what? To not have health care? To be able to live in a shack that costs $1 million? Nah, man. This ain't the American dream at all. And I don't think anybody is cool with this, man. You guys shouldn't be cool with this. All right? Sure. Yeah, we all have problems, but the corruption is getting out of control, and I'm tired of it, man. We can't just be around here letting ourselves go, you feel me, to whoever the highest bidder is, whoever got the most money, that's who we're going to give it to. That's what we're going to do. Fighting wars that ain't even got nothing to do with us, man. Getting into issues that we ain't even supposed to be in, man. Watching billionaires get richer. You feel me? Locked us down, did all types of other crap that wasn't even supposed to be going on, man. All right? Now we got to deal with this. You feel me? The corruption, the money coming in and out, all the BS. And what we supposed to do? We just supposed to be cool with this? Nah, man, I'm not cool with this at all. At all, man. Like, this is ridiculous. And I know for a fact what's happening. You feel me? And I think we all need to pay attention. And like I said, that's why, feel me, The Art of War, man. Y'all need to read this book. If you never read it in your life, read it, man. It gives you a lot of perspective about what's happening right now in this, like I said, this spiritual war that we are all a part of right now, man. It's happening right now. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's happening, okay? The supreme art of war is to subdue the enemy without fighting. Again, the supreme art of war is to subdue the enemy without fighting. Spiritual war, y'all, a spiritual war. And it's happening right up here in our minds, bro. Every day we are shackled by success and by our jobs and by our families and things that, do not serve us, any purpose in this life. And what we're supposed to do, we're supposed to be happy about it. We supposed to be happy that we ain't got nothing. We supposed to be happy that we don't, you know what I mean, have enough money to live our life and travel and take vacations and kick back. We supposed to be happy about that. Nah, man. That don't sound like the American dream to me, bro. That sound funny. That sound ridiculous. Cause that's not America. All right. America, we work hard, yes, but we also are supposed to enjoy our lives, man. We have to enjoy our lives, man. Because if this is the only life we get, right? If you believe this is the only life we get, do you think that this is the best life that we living right here in America right now? I don't think so. I think we got a lot of corruption. I think we got a lot of billionaires who ain't doing nothing for the community. I think we got a lot of BS presidents coming in and out of here who ain't doing nothing, man. That's what I think. And I think there need to be a change. I think we need to stand up and take a real look at all this stuff, man. Real talk. Cause I ain't got time for this no more, man. These people I see every day out here struggling, hustling around, trying to make a living, do what they can to get by, and then what? Die? That's it? Is that really it? Like, is that really what we on? Just working to die, just work, and then you die? Nah, man, that's not it. That ain't no life. That ain't no life to live. So I want you guys all to understand out there, man, that when you have people like Nick Fuentes, who is an open racist, who does not care about anybody other than white people, and he's willing to expose them, you pay attention to that. You'd say, hey, regardless, racist or not, this dude, I'm paying attention to what he's saying because there's something in here. He ain't got nothing to lose, right? He's on the outskirts now. Nobody mess with him. So he ain't got nothing to lose. So yeah, of course, I'm gonna pay attention to this, and I think y'all should too. So I'm gonna continue to keep my eye on this story because I don't know what's gonna happen to Nick Fuentes after this. I don't think nothing really gonna happen to the bull, but you never know these days, man. People get crazy. So salute to Tabitha Speaks for bringing that to the table. I would never salute to Nick Fuentes. He's a racist, and I do not like racists. I do not have any type of feeling toward racists, and if I see him, we might have to squabble up. You feel me? So it is what it is. But as a man, you're gonna have to respect me, and if you think you're superior, you're gonna have to show me. That's just facts. So yeah, that's just what it is, bro. So salute to everybody who shows up, man. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe, man. Continue to show your boy love, man. We on the road to 1,000 subscribers, man. We trying to get there, bro. We working hard. So salute to everybody out there. My name is Brandon B. This Elite Media, man. Elite live streams, baby. We out.